Hi, I am Lili Jardine. I am a sales director with Mary Kay Canada, and I want to thank you so much for watching my story and the reason why I love my Mary Kay business. I am a systems engineer. I'm also a teacher. I also have a master's of education, and I also have a college diploma in adult education. And you may wonder why I started my Mary Kay business. Well, over 3 years ago, my parents started getting sick. And they live in Colombia, where I'm from. And I just basically, at that time, I was working over 60 hours a week at the school division. I was volunteering for 10 different organizations and boards in the community. And I couldn't believe that with all the hard work and the sacrifice and all my degrees, I just didn't have the freedom and flexibility to go visit my family whenever I wanted to. And I didn't see them for 4 years. So I went to pick up a lipstick at my consultant's place, and I saw my consultant's husband looking after their son Ty, who was 6 months at a time, and he had the freedom and flexibility to stay at home with his son for 3 years because she had such a great income, better than mine, over like 10K average per month. And I thought like, wow, like Angela Hargraves, my director, she doesn't even have her degrees. And I thought like, I saw her transformation from, not being a consultant to being a consultant, because she was a student of mine. And when I met her, she was a person that was a tomboy, plain Jane girl. I knew that she didn't wear any makeup or any cosmetics or any skincare. But you know what? She took a risk. And she decided to do her Mary Kay business, and she transformed her life to an amazing leader, one of the top leaders in our country. Like, I saw her transformation when she was not a consultant, and then she was a consultant, and she was a director, and she was driving pink Cadillac for over 10 years. And I saw like what really did for her, and I really wanted to know, what she was doing. And so I asked Angela, you have to tell me what you're doing, because clearly what you're doing is working. So she told me, well, Lili, what I do is I just show people the product, and I just teach them how to take care of their skin. So then that way they can just feel better about themselves, and it grows their self-confidence, because that's something that she was lacking also when she started her Mary Kay business. And then she also said, well, if someone decides to use Mary Kay as a vehicle to probably, achieve a dream, so I would just train them and coach them so they are successful with their goals. So I asked myself, okay, what do I got to lose? Are my parents worth the sacrifice? And they are. They were, they have done everything for me, and I really wanted to see them, and I really wanted to have that income to be able to go travel to them. And I also wanted to see my brother, Jack. And then I also thought about my son, Gabi, and is he worth the sacrifice? He wanted to travel to Italy, and I knew that those trips were going to change his life. So I decided to start my Mary Kay business part-time. I was working full-time my school division job, and I was working part-time my Mary Kay business. So long story short, in 5 months, I became a director and earned my first car. But I took the cash. And then a month later, I matched my income, even though I was working full-time at the school division and part-time my Mary Kay business. And then 2 months later, I earned the second car, which I took. And then 2 months later, my son went to Italy, and 2 months later, we went to Colombia. And so during that period of time that I was making double the income, I talked to a friend of mine who's a business owner and very successful business owner in this community. And I asked him, hey, what do you think if I did Mary Kay full-time? And he said, well, Lili, that's the reason why just a few people, just kind of like a 5% of the people around the world are the only ones that have the courage to start their own business and become entrepreneurs, to seek their dreams, and then to have freedom and flexibility to have the lifestyle they wanted and not the lifestyle they're limited to have. And you have to walk by faith, not by sight. So, I never questioned him, and I thought, what? If he said this, what do I got to lose? I have absolutely nothing to lose with this business. So then I started to take a leave of absence for 1 year, and I started working my Mary Kay business full-time after a year with the company. And with that, what I experienced, it was the freedom, the flexibility. We were able to travel to Colombia twice. My son was able to go on 5 trips. I was able to go on 14 trips in North America. I was also meeting a lot of friends because when I was here in Canada, I just didn't have that time to be able to make friends, and I was now making friends. I was having a lot of fun. I was learning about skincare and cosmetics because I didn't know anything. I was meeting powerful people that it didn't matter what background they had. They were just passionate about a dream that they wanted to make it come true, and they were willing to learn, and they had that positive attitude to be willing to change their lives for the better. And I thought, what? Life is more than just paying the bills, and it's just more than being a mom and being a wife. There's more to life than that. And if we don't take risks, we will never achieve anything in our lives. When I asked myself, should I do Mary Kay? And I said, well, if I don't change anything about my life, I'm not going to change my life. And if other people have done it, why not me? In 3 years, I earned the use of 3 cars. I'm learning as I go, and I'm learning from really great leaders in our country and North America. So really with Mary Kay, you have absolutely nothing to lose. Mary Kay is one of the top companies in direct sales, and they have some of the highest commissions in the world. And also you get to learn, you don't need to know anything. All you need is a positive attitude and be willing to learn, because you can learn with the top people in this country, and these people will mentor you so you can grow personally and professionally, so you can build the life that you always have dreamt of. Some of the amazing things about Mary Kay too is the recognition that they build women and people from within. And some of the perks that I have received are like 4 diamond rings. I took 3, the last one I took the cash. I have earned many prizes, credit cards, and also prizes that I was able to give to my family and to my consultants. So when you start your Mary Kay business, you are your own boss. You are working for yourself, but you're not by yourself. You enjoy the flexibility, you have the tax breaks, you have a lot of things that you can claim as a business expense, such as a portion of your house bills, mileage, coffee if you have a business meeting, and there's so many perks that you can have. In addition to using Mary Kay as a vehicle to make your dreams come true, you also get 50% on the product. So you have absolutely nothing to lose. You buy a thing for $1 and you sell it for $2. And it's proven by research that the future in the world are in sales. And you might say, hey, you know what, maybe sales are not for me. But you know what, at the end of the day, it's all about relationships, because people will buy from you if they like you. The other thing that is great about this business is that it is a consumable product. So it's a product that will end, and people will keep buying that product from you for years to come if you provide that excellent customer service. The other thing is that we get to sell online. So the company has all this fantastic website that you can sell 24/7. So you don't even have to worry about creating a website. And even when I'm on holidays, I get orders from my customers, and I can actually direct ship it to them, even though I'm just on holidays and I'm not really working my Mary Kay business. Also, the great thing about Mary Kay is that we have no territories and no quotas, which is something that people maybe holds them back, but this is that great. Like, you are in Canada and you can sell anywhere in Canada. The other thing that is that there are different layers of income. In addition to the 50%, we also have team commissions. And the reason why we have team commissions is because the company recognizes that these people that we invite into the business, they need some nurturing, some training, and some coaching. So then the company recognizes that. And then there's commissions, like when you start your Mary Kay business and you decide, okay, I'm going to start building a team, they start with 4%, then 8%, then 12%, and the commission keeps going higher until you get to become a director. One of the great things when you start building a team and you start becoming a leader, if you choose to do so, is that you get to bring these people into the business and you see them grow, personally and professionally. And sometimes it is the hope that you see in them that sometimes they don't see in themselves. And that's such a great vehicle to pass it on and really help others enrich their lives while you enrich yours. I have, for example, one of my great consultants, Claudia Perez, who received in her first year her first diamond ring. And it was just proof that this business works when you work. As a director, I get to work from home, and one of the great things about being directors is that we get an executive income. Say, for example, my director, Angela Hargraves, her highest commission check has been in excess of almost $15,000 in 1 month, and she doesn't even work every single day, and she has still a little one at home. Another great thing about being a director is that your leadership skills really grow and you get to advance at your own pace. So if you want to really do it fast, you can do it. And if you really want to do it slow, it's up to you. In Mary Kay, when it comes to income, there's really no glass ceiling. You can make as much as you want or as little as you want, and it's totally up to you how much you want to work your business and if you really treat it like a business. The other thing that Mary Kay gives as a perk is all those top director trips. Say, for example, my director has gone to different places, and one of the places that she has gone and she loved so much, it was Monaco, and she went with all expenses paid with her husband, Chad. Another source of income is that you can also earn the use of a career car. And we have different cars in Mary Kay: the Ford Fusion, Ford Escape, BMW, Pink Cadillac, and Ford Escalade. But if you decide not to choose a vehicle, you can also choose the cash option. I know when we don't work to get recognized, but it's very nice to be recognized once in a while. And the perks and the recognition are just a rich thing that Mary Kay has because they want to build people from within. If you decide to use Mary Kay as a vehicle to make your dreams come true, one of the great things about it is that you're going to be in a safe environment, and it's a rich company with a rich culture where we abide by the golden rule. We also believe in God first, or faith first, family second, and career third. And I will tell you that from my personal experience, it was the first time in this country, in Canada, that I was able to put my family first. And really, you have absolutely nothing to lose because you're going to be mentored by all these people, and they're going to treat you with respect, and everybody works with integrity. So when you start your Mary Kay business, and how do you start? You purchase a starter kit, which is $75 plus tax and shipping. That's like less than $100. And I don't know how many times you have gone to the store and bought things that they're worth more than $100, and you probably used them once. But you know what? In this bag, I had over 16 trips. And my son now is going to go to med school, and I'm going to be able to pay for pre-med and med school for him. And I'm going to continue going to Colombia, and maybe twice a year whenever I want to. So I don't ask permission to anybody. I just need a number from 1 to 5. And basically what it is that 1 means, you know what, Lily, I'm happy with my life. I don't want to change anything about it. My life rocks. I don't have any dreams that I want to make them, come true. You cannot answer 3 because 3 is a chicken answer. I have no idea what to do with that number. And then 5 is like, you know what, why not? If other people have done it, why not me? You know what? And if I don't change anything about my life, what's going to happen? I'm not going to be able to change anything. And the other great thing about it is that, maybe I will be able to pay for a trip. Maybe I will be able to pay for my kids' education. Maybe just pamper myself and just have more fun in life and just start living my life rather than living paycheck by paycheck. So text me 1-204-573-2268 with your name, your consultant's name if it's not me, and your number from 1 to 5. And remember, you cannot answer 3. And then that way I can answer those questions and I can follow up with you. But if you want to enter for the draw, follow up with your consultant, and make sure that you have the survey so you can complete that survey so you can enter for the draw as well. But remember, if you don't try, how will you know? I really want to thank you so much for watching this video. And really, if you decide to become part of our team, it will be an honor to help you grow personally and professionally so you can make your dreams come true. Think about it. Would you like to live your life with regrets, or would you like to make those dreams come true to create some memories?